Hi dear students, how did you write the morning session? As per the student information, the morning session paper is as usual not very tough, not very easy. It is a moderate, and the questions as per the data we got, the questions are as per the moderate level only and expected questions only, not very critical questions, not very tricky questions, not very difficult level questions. Those are all simple level questions only. People with average level of preparation, they can get very good marks, they can score well. And if a person could able to eliminate the mistakes and all, silly mistakes and all, can get very good score, decent score. And weightage, this is just the from the information of various people who written the exam and given us. So may not be exact, this is just based upon the information. So may not be exact values as per the paper. So approximately strength of material weightage 7 marks in total. Maybe 1 or 2 questions of engineering mechanics may be there, but we have not traced out. And structural analysis and CPM and PERT, these are all as per the expected only, as per the previous year weightages only. And design of steel structures, everything as per the weightages of previous year GATE papers. And highest weightage as per the previous year's geotech. This year also in the morning session, geotech is having 12 marks around. And the next highest transportation, mathematics is as usual weightage, transportation slightly, maybe 1 mark extra in this session. And geotech, after geotech, transportation, environmental, maybe 2 marks less compared to the previous years. But however, the other averages are as it is, as per the requirement, as per the previous year papers, not much changes in the weightages. So coming to the questions, numerical answer type 23, MCQs 37, multiple select questions, 5 questions are there. These are slightly critical questions, but we could not able to find exact options of the questions, but approximate questions, whatever the information we got, we have given it. So we'll start with strength of material. So strength of material, this was a 2 marks question. 2 marks question. Match the following type of question. In list 1, the elements are given, and list 2, the Mohr circle is given, you need to match it. It is a simple question, straightforward, basic cases only, not very difficult cases. So member under tension should match with the 4, uniaxial tension, uniaxial compression. If 1 or 2 options, if you know, you can pick up the answer. So this is compression everywhere, hydrostatic compression in 2D. Mohr circle is a point in this case, is a standard case. So pure shear condition is Mohr circle with center coinciding with origin of the graph. Next, coming to the 2 marks question from the torsion, is again a simple question. 2 shafts are given and fixed at the end, say torsion T is applied in the middle. So in this case, the theta will be same, theta of 1 and the theta of 2 will be same. Theta is TL by Gj. So the torsion acting on part 1 is left side Tp, and length is L1, G is rigidity modulus, J is J1, it is given to us. For theta 2, the torsion acting on part 2 is, look at right side, this is Tr, length is L2, same material, G is same given, so same G is given, and J2. They are asking you L1 by L2 ratio. So L1 by L2 is equal to You can cancel it on either side. L1 by L2 is equal to TR by TP and J1 by J2. It is given as TP by TR. TP by TR is 4. So TP by TR is 4 means TR by TP will be 1 by 4 and J1 by J2 is 2. So it is 1 by 2, nothing but 0.5. L1 by L2 ratio is 0.5. A simple question, a common question, not very critical question. Now coming to this question, maximum shear stress in 3D. So the tensor is given, the matrix form, the tensor is given. These are the principal stresses. Shear components are 0 everywhere. These are the principal stresses. Sigma 1 is 10, sigma 1 highest is 40, sigma 2 is 10, sigma 3 is 0. So tau max is equal to in 3D system highest minus lowest by 2. Highest magnitude of principal stress and lowest magnitude of principal stress by 2 is nothing but 20 megapascal. Straightforward, simple question. Within 10 seconds you can answer this question if you know the fundamental. Next, coming to the transportation, we will extend into the transportation. So look at this question, it is also a direct straightforward question from the geometric design. The speed of a vehicle is given to us 60 kmph and it is a downward gradient is minus g. Next, reaction time of the driver is given 2.5 seconds of time. Brake efficiency eta is given as 0.7 and quotient of longitudinal friction given as 0.6. This is as per the data whatever we got it. They are asking you stopping side distance. The stopping side distance is equal to, I am taking V in meter per second. So Vt plus V square by 2g eta f minus g, because it is a downward gradient. G must be taken in ratio. So if you substitute the values, the speed in meter per second will be 16.67. This is 16.67 meter per second. So if you substitute 16.67 into 2.5 plus 16.67 whole square, G is not given it seems. So if G is not given, we will take 9.81. Eta is given as 0.7 into F is 0.6 minus 0.02. So 2%, 2 by 100 is 0.02. SSD will be equal to 77 meter. Okay. So a straightforward formula based question, direct simple substitution. Next, coming to the traffic engineering question, the free flow speed on a highway is maximum speed on a road 60 kmph. The space headway at jam condition. At jam condition, the distance between two vehicles is center to center distance between the vehicles is 6 meter given. So this some people are saying 8 meter, some people are saying 6 meter. I have taken presently 6 meter. Next, the linear speed density condition is given. So maximum flow they are asking. So maximum flow Q max is equal to V max by 2 for linear speed density green shield model K max by 2. Maximum speed is given by 60 by 2 and K max is nothing but the space headway is given. So K max is 1000 by the space headway, nothing but 1000 by 6. Some people are saying it as space headway 8 meter, but I am taking, some people are giving it as 6, I am taking it as 6 here by 2. So if you simplify, 6 gets cancelled here, 60, so 2500 vehicle per hour, simplify. Okay. So 1000, 1010, 4, 250 into, is correct. Next, coming to this question from the airport, a simple one mark question, elevation correction for basic length of runway as per ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. It says that for every 300-meter elevation, you need to increase the length of runway by 7%. This is a specification given in ICAO, and it is a straightforward question. Other options are not clear for us, that is why I have not given the other options. So, right option directly I have given it. It is a direct 1 mark question. Now, look at this question. This is from the pavement design. In an axial load survey with average axial load on road is 12,000 kg and standard axial load 8160 kg. This may be as per the old code. In the present code we are using 80 kilonewton or 8000 kg. As per the old code 8160. That they might have given it. So, we will use it. The traffic count is 800 CVPD. The construction period is 5 years. Life of the pavement is 15 years. The rate of commercial growth is 4% given. The number of standard axles in millions they are asking. So, first we need to calculate the vehicle damage factor. Vehicle damage factor, you can take it equal to equivalent axial load factor, because they have given the average axial load which is going on the road. So, this equivalent axial load factor is equal to actual axial load by the standard axial load power 4. Actual is 12,000 divided by 8160 whole power 4. This value will be 4.67. This is our vehicle damage factor. Next, from the data we will calculate the traffic at the end of construction. Traffic at the end of construction A is equal to the last counted traffic into 1 plus rate of growth into number of years of construction. The P value, traffic at the last count is 800, this is P, and the growth rate is 4%. And construction period is equal to 5 years. If you substitute 800, 1 plus 4%, 4 by 100 you need to take power 5. If you simplify this, I am directly giving you the answer 973.3, approximately 3 CVPD, commercial vehicles per day. Next, if you want cumulative standard axles, 365 by R into 1 plus R power n minus 1 into A into D into F. Substitute all the values, 365 days of an year, rate of growth is given as 4%, 0.04, 1 plus 0.04, life of the pavement is given as 15 years, this is life, 15 years minus 1, A is traffic at the end of construction 973.3, lane distribution factor you can take it as 1 because it is nothing is specified in the question, you consider it as a the traffic in one lane or otherwise traffic on a critical lane, and vehicle damage factor is equal to EILF 4.67, you can substitute, and if you simplify, simplification is a task here, if you simplify it is 33.2 into 10 raised to 6 cumulative standard axles is equal to approximately 33.2 million standard axles. So, maybe answer may be around 33 to 34 million standard axles may be the range in the question. If it is a multiple choice question, you can look at the multiple choice ABCD and pick up the answer. So, these are the questions as per the data available. from transportation and the strength of material. So next subject, structural analysis, will be taken by Professor Mallikarjun.
Now we will see structural analysis subject questions. So this is the first question from kinematic indeterminacy chapter. Okay, so you're asking find the kinematic indeterminacy neglecting axial deformation. Okay, first we'll find the kinematic indeterminacy with axial deformation. For fixed support, number of degree of freedoms are 0, and hinged support 1, it is rotation. For roller support, number of degree of freedoms are 2, that is a horizontal line, rotation. At each and every rigid joint, number of degree of freedoms are 3. At each and every rigid joint. Okay, then count it total. Then this is 21 with axial deformation. But we have to neglect the axial deformation, right? So dk equals to 21 deduct number of members. Just count the number of members. Okay, I think it is 13, then equals to 8. Okay, right. Then second question. So in this question, he is asking to find the support reactions at A, B and C. First we will find the reaction RA. If you find the static indeterminacy for this diagram, you will get the ds equals to 0. It means it is statically determinate structure. He given there is a internal hinge at point D. Okay, first we will find the reaction RA. How to find the reaction RA? By taking bending moment at the internal hinge equals to 0. So bending moment at the internal hinge equals to 0. So clockwise moment is positive, anti-clockwise moment is negative. So take bending moment at D, RA it is clockwise and the perpendicular distance is L, and there is a UDL, this is anti-clockwise, minus Q into L into L by 2 equals to 0. Then from this equation you will get the reaction RA, this is QL by 2. Okay, so first we got reaction RA equals to QL by 2. Next we will find the reaction RC. How to find the reaction RC? Now we will take moment about support B. So taking moment about B. Okay, first RC, this is clockwise or anti-clockwise? This is anti-clockwise, minus RC into L. Okay, then RA is clockwise. What the reaction RA value we got? QL by 2. Okay, so force into up to point B. What the perpendicular distance? This is 2L. Okay, next there is a UDL, this is anti-clockwise, minus Q into, what is the length total? 2L, then 2L by 2 equals to 0. Okay, then solve this, you will get the reaction RC. Okay, so I think reaction RC you will get minus QL. So minus is present, assumed direction is wrong. So reaction RC is not upward, it is downward. Then for entire structure, will use sigma V equals to 0. That is RA plus RB plus RC equals to Q into 2L. So we know the reaction RA value. This is okay, reaction RA value we got by 2 and RC we got minus QL. Then from this equation you will get the reaction RB, this is 2.5 QL. Okay, so this is the question number 2. Now we will see question number 3. So this is the question from trusses. Okay, so in this question he asking to find the vertical reaction at support L. So this is the support L. So this is the hinged support, two reactions, vertical reaction, horizontal reaction. But initially we don't know the direction. Okay, just assuming HA is right side, and here also this is a hinged support, two reactions. This is VA and HA. And here there is a roller support, and at the roller support only one horizontal reaction, this is HK. So how to find the, here we have to find the vertical reaction VL. We'll do one thing, first we'll use the method of section and we'll find the reaction HL. So cut the structure like this, okay, and these three cut members are meeting at a joint J. Okay, now we'll take moment about J. Okay, taking moment about J, we are balancing right part of the structure. Okay, balancing right part of the structure. Then here if we take moment about J, this vertical reaction will not develop moment at J, and this horizontal reaction also will not develop moment at J. Then only this HL will develop the moment at J, right? It means HL you will get 0. Then after HL equals to 0, then next we have to find the reaction HA and VA. For that again we will use the method of section, we will cut it like this, and these three cut members are meeting at joint D. Now we will take moment about D. Okay, now we are balancing left part of the structure. Okay, only left part. This 10 kilonewton will not develop moment at D. VA will develop the moment at D and HA will develop the moment at D. But this is 2 meter and this height also 2 meter. Okay, it means VA develop clockwise movement, HA develop anti-clockwise movement, right? It means from this condition you will get HA equals to VA. Okay, you will get HA equals to VA. Now we'll balance the entire structure. It means we'll take moment about D. Here HA equals to VA, right? Then we'll take the component here. This is the RA. Okay, then no need to consider HA and VA here. We taken component RA. Then if I take moment about D, this 10 kilonewton will not develop moment at D, and this RA component will not develop moment at D. Then next here by taking moment about D, right part, okay. So taking moment about D, so VL, this is anti-clockwise, minus VL, what the perpendicular distance up to here, this is 1 meter, 2 meter and 1 meter, this is 4, okay. Then next this HK will not develop moment at D because both are at same point. Then only there is the external load 10, this 10 into what the perpendicular distance up to here, so this is 3 meter, okay. So plus 10 into 3 equals to 0. Then from here VA equals to 30 by 4. Then this is 7.5 kilo Newton. Okay, so answer is 7.5 kilo Newton. So these are the 3 questions, okay, from structure analysis subject, very simple questions. Okay, so next I'll invite Somu sir.
Dear students, good evening one and all. I hope you have written the exam well. Now we will see the questions from RCC. I hope easy questions asked this year if you compare with other subjects. Most easiest questions asked from RCC. Let us check once. One question is from doubly reinforced beams chapter, that is for a doubly reinforced beam balanced section, very clearly mentioned here, balanced section. If the material properties and dimensions are same, okay, one condition given, material properties and dimensions are same. Which of the following case the section becomes under reinforced? Options given: A, area of compression steel is increased; B, area of tension steel is increased; C, area of compression steel is increased; D, area of tension steel is decreased. My dear, for a balanced section, we can write mathematically XU and XU max. XU equal to XU max for a balanced section. This is the section actually given. If you want to make this one to an under reinforced section, what to do? If you read the options, then you will understand easily. Here XU max will remain same because XU max depends upon the grade of steel. They have mentioned very clearly material properties are same. XU max depends on grade of steel. So here grade of steel is same. But here options, if you read, only they are changing steel area, tension steel and compression steel area. So XU depends on tension steel as well as compression steel. Let us see the depth of neutral axis for a doubly reinforced beam, 0.87 Fy AST minus FSC into ASC. Here FCC is very small, that's why I have ignored. Okay, upon 0.36 FCK into B. Dimension same, means B same. Material properties are same, that means Fy, FCK same, right, B same. Only here variables are AST and ASC. Suppose when you increase ASC, XU value will decrease. When we increase ASC, XU value decreases. To make an under reinforced section, we need a relation XU should be less than XU max for under reinforced section. So by increasing area of compression steel, XU will decrease, then it becomes under reinforced section, right? Suppose if you decrease the tension steel, then also XU value will decrease. Again it becomes an under reinforced section. It is MSQ. Right. Options given here: A, area of compression steel increased, yes, it becomes an under reinforced, A correct. Area of tension steel decreased, yes, it becomes an under reinforced section, B also correct. Area of compression steel increased, no. Area of tension steel decreased, no. A and B are correct. For this question, there are two options correct, A and B, right. Moving to next question. Concrete of characteristic strength 30 megapascal, FCK given 30 megapascal is required if 40 cubes are tested. The minimum number of cubes having at least 30 megapascal strength is, my dear, it is directly from definition. 5% of test specimens are allowed to fail. That means 95% of specimens, 95 or more specimens must achieve the strength of 30 megapascal. So 95% of 40, if you simplify you will get 38. So option B is correct, right. Okay. Coming to the next question. A RC slab of thickness 250 mm, they have given thickness of slab D. If the percentage of tension steel is 0.2% of gross cross sectional area, they have given percentage, and the diameter of the bar given 8 mm, then the spacing required for steel is, my dear, spacing we can calculate in slabs by using the formula 1000 small ast upon capital AST. Small AST is the area of single bar of selected diameter. Here diameter given, so we can calculate small AST. Whereas capital AST is not given, but it is given in percentage, so we can get AST from percentage. PT given how much? 0.2%. So AST is equals to 0.2% of BD. In slabs, always we have to take width is 1 meter, that is 1000 mm. Here D given 250, right. 2 zeros gone, 1 0 gone. After simplification, we will get 500 mm square. We are getting capital AST. Now substitute here 1000 into small AST, pi by 4 into 8 square upon 500, 500 1s are 500 2s are. If you simplify, nearly it will come 100.53, let us say it is 100 mm. 100 mm is the spacing, right. Next question. The elements that do not increase the strength of structural steel are, my dear, carbon content will increase the strength, even manganese will also increase the strength, but the question is do not increase the strength. It is also MSQ. So A and B are correct. A and B are correct. Okay. Thank you, dear students. Next, Rajesh sir will come and take the questions from aptitude.
Hello my dear students. From the aptitude we are getting approximately 7 to 8 questions, 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions, completely MCQ, 1 question net maybe. Okay. So based on the memory based, purely memory based question, okay, not exactly sure, but this question, okay, 2 are okay. This one numbers are everything is also correct. Look at friends. In the given series, find missing number in the series. So 3, 7, 15. Okay, in the series, what is that number here? Easily you can understand 3 into 2 plus 1, that is 7. 7 into 2 plus 1. 15 into 2 plus 1. So answer is 31. So logic is multiplication and addition. Okay, my dear friends, multiplication and addition. Next, on the given data, 12 hour and 5 minutes to 12 hour and 55 minutes in a clock, how many times minute hand and second hand coincide each other, okay, from this span to here. So from 5 minutes to 55 minutes. So total spaces 51 spaces. 51 spaces, not a 50, okay, because so 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, like that, overall 51 spaces. In a complete one rotation, okay, 51, in a 51 rotations, 51 times minute hand and second hand coincide. So answer is 51, not a 50, my dear friends. Next. So this one, from the simplification, P by Q whole power P by Q, okay, P power P by Q minus 1. If P by Q does not equal to 1, not equal to 1, which of the following relation is correct relation between the P and Q? So this type of question from the logarithm for 8 times given in our GATE examination, same one more time also. Simple logic, my dear friends, both sides logarithm apply, both sides log apply, log P by Q whole power P by Q, log P power P by Q minus 1. Okay, you can simplify this equation after the, okay, very easy simplification. After the simplification, the relation we are getting option C. Option C. Okay, these three from the purely memory based my dear questions. Next, our faculty Bari sir taking the session.
Please. Let us look at the questions from fluid mechanics. There are 2 questions asked from fluid mechanics 1. One question is from kinematics. A very simple question which says that velocity field in a 2D flow is given by velocity vector is 3i cap plus 5x j cap. Which one of the following options is true regarding the flow? Now if you see, he's asking regarding rotation and incompressibility. To check whether the flow is incompressible or not, we look at the equation dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y. If it comes out to be equal to 0, then it is incompressible flow. Dou u by dou x over here, if you see, since u is equal to 3, dou u by dou x anyway is 0. V is purely a function of x, therefore dou v by dou y also is equal to 0. Since this value is equal to 0, the flow has to be incompressible. That means these 2 options are wrong. Now regarding the flow being rotational or irrotational, let us look at vorticity about z axis. That is equal to how much? Dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y. If this value comes out to be equal to 0, the flow happens to be irrotational. But if you observe, dou v by dou x over here is equal to phi and dou u by dou y is equal to 0, which implies the flow is rotational. So the answer is rotational and incompressible. option C would be correct over here. The next question given is from fluid statics. This is a question from hydrostatic forces in fluid statics. If you look at the question, it says that a 5 cross 5 meter closed water tank of 10 meter height contains water and oil and is connected to an overhead water reservoir as shown in the figure. Take the gamma of water as 10 kilonewton per meter cube and specific gravity of oil as 0.8. Now if you see over here, he has given something like this. This is being exposed to atmosphere. In order to solve this particular question, what you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to draw the pressure prism diagram and then calculate the value of force, because we are having multi-layered fluid. So the pressure prism diagram over here should look something like this. Now mind you, these questions are coming out of memory of some people, so there may be a chance of numbers being different, but the spirit of the question is still the same. Now the pressure prism diagram would be something like this. The reason being, this particular point is going to have a non-zero pressure. Now first thing, we have to calculate the value of pressure over here. How do we do so? We know that the pressure at this point and this point is supposed to be same. That is equal to 10 times gamma of water. So let me write this as 10 gamma water. The pressure over here is supposed to be 10 gamma water minus 4 gamma oil. Now gamma oil is equal to 0.8 times gamma water. So this will become 10 minus 3.2 gamma water, which becomes 6.8 gamma water. And this lower one over here is having 6 meter depth from here to here. So this is 16 gamma water. This height is equal to 4, this height is equal to 6. So you are having two trapezium over here. The first trapezium, the area of this will be equal to average of bases, that is equal to 16.8 by 2. It should give you 8.4 times 4. So 8.4 times 4 plus the lower trapezium over here, area is equal to 10 plus 16 by 2. It is equal to 13, 13 times 6. 13 times 6. Now this is the value of cross section of pressure prism. You have to multiply this with gamma water, and multiply this again with the width. The width perpendicular over here is supposed to be 5. You see, the depth into the board is equal to 5. So you multiply this thing, gamma water times 5 will be equal to 50. And if you calculate this thing, this entire thing should come out. Let us make this 50 into 4 is equal to 200. 200 times 8.4 will be equal to 168, plus this will be equal to 300 times, this will be equal to 390. Okay, this is, one second, this is what you are going to have. If you calculate this thing, this will be the value of hydrostatic force in kilonewton you are going to have. Fine. These two questions were asked from fluid mechanics, FM1 part. The next faculty will take care of the next subject. Thank you. Okay, guys, so now we'll talk about geotechnical engineering. So whatever questions that we are having from GT, we'll try and discuss here. So you can see here, a natural soil deposit with a saturation of 75% has moisture content of around 17%. If specific gravity of these solids are 2.68, dry unit weight of the soil is dash. Okay, so the given data is regarding degree of saturation, water content, and unit weight is also given. Now we know that from the soil water characteristics, ES is equal to W into G. Okay, so what is the saturation? It is 0.75. So E into 0.75 is equal to, what is the water content? 17%, 0.17 into specific gravity is given to you as 2.68. Solve this, you will get the value of E. From this, you will get the value of E. Now what are they asking you? They are asking you for the dry density. Dry density is given as G into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. Correct now? We wanted to calculate E because we need to substitute that here. Okay. Now here gamma W value is not given, so you have to assume gamma W is equal to standard value of 10 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay. So if you take that, what will be the gamma D value? Gamma D will be 2.68 into 10 divided by 1 plus E value. So what are the E values you got? If you solve this, you get the E value as how much? 0.607. Okay. Substitute that here, 0.607. What is the value you will get? We will get it as 16.68 kilonewton per meter cube. That should be the answer. Okay, right. Next up, you see an infinite slope of 30 degree has a seepage parallel to the slope with a unit weight of 20 kilonewton per meter cube. The minimum angle of shearing resistance for critical condition of the slope is dash. Okay. So here they have nothing specifically mentioned regarding whether it is a cohesive soil or a cohesionless soil. So since nothing is mentioned regarding cohesion, we can take it as a cohesionless soil. Right. They are saying that the slope angle, here we will take it as I, as 30 degree. They are asking you for the minimum angle of shearing resistance, that is phi, and they are also saying that critical condition is there. So what do you mean by critical condition? The factor causing failure and the factor resisting failure both are equal in magnitude. That is when we will get critical condition. So when both these factors are equal, our factor of safety becomes equal to 1. Factor of safety becomes equal to 1. And the factor of safety is given as F is equal to gamma dash by gamma sat into tan phi, that is the angle of shearing resistance, divided by tan I, that is the slope. So the question is, what is gamma dash given here? Okay. So this is what we will take it as gamma dash, that is the submerged unit weight we will take because seepage is there, right. So gamma dash will be what? Gamma dash will be taken as gamma sat by gamma W divided by gamma sat, right, into tan phi divided by tan I. Okay. This value will be equal to 1. Okay. So let us substitute that here. So gamma sat is 20, gamma W we know 10, right, into 10, tan phi we need to calculate, divided by tan I is what? Is given to you as 30 degree. So from this the only unknown is tan phi. If you solve this, how much will you get? I am getting it as 49.10 degree, right. So we don't have an idea whether it is a NAT or is an MCQ, right. So depending upon how many decimal points they have asked, you need to report it like that. Okay. Right. Next step. A compressible clay layer of thickness 10, actually it's not meter, it is mm. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, correct only, 10 meter. Yeah, that's thickness 10 meter. Yes, settles by 10 mm. Okay. Right. That is the settlement. So that is settlement, I will take it as S1 in 300 days. So that I will take it as T1 with an ultimate settlement of 50 mm. Okay. So the total settlement is, right, ultimate settlement is 50 mm. The additional time, please be careful. The additional time required for consolidate by amount 50% is dash. Okay. Right. That is a question. So here, please understand, right, the question is not about how much time is required for 50% consolidation. How much additional time is required. Right. So already some amount of consolidation has happened. We don't know what is the degree of consolidation is. From that point up to the next 50% consolidation, how much time is required. So first and foremost, let us consider, right, for this 10 mm settlement, what is the amount of consolidation, degree of consolidation happened. So the degree of consolidation, I will take it like this, S1 divided by SF, that is the final settlement, okay, divided by SF into 100. Okay. So what will be this? S1 is 10 mm, okay. Final settlement is what? 50 mm,
into 100 if you do, we'll get it as how much? We'll get it as 20%, correct now? We'll get it as 20%, 1 second, yeah. So the amount of consolidation happened, degree of consolidation happened is 20% for 10 mm settlement. Now what they are saying is, for this 20% consolidation, it has taken me 300 days. For 50% consolidation, right, you will take some amount of time, but what is the question is, what is the difference between these two times? That is the question. Okay, so that is the question. Now if you look at this, here we are having 20%, here we are having 50%. So both the degree of consolidations are less than how much? 60%. Both the degrees of consolidations are less than 60%. So from the basics we understand that it is directly proportional to the time square. Okay, so we can write like this: the time taken for 20%, that is 20% consolidation. Okay, so what is the first consolidation we had? We just calculated it as 20%, right? And the 50% consolidation will be equal to 300 divided by T2, I can call it, that is for the 50% consolidation, the whole square. Okay, sorry, ulta will come now. Ulta will come. Okay, right. Right, 1 second. Right, so correct now? Yes. So time factor is equal to, right, the whole square. So this is for 300 divided by second time is equal to, okay, 20% consolidation divided by 50% consolidation, the whole square. So from this, what is the time T2 you are getting? The time T2 that we are getting is 1975 days. Okay, so that is the time taken for the 50% consolidation. What we want is, right, what is the difference in time? Okay, so what is the difference in time? Right, it is nothing but T2 minus T1. What is T2? 1875 now. 1875 minus 300. How much will you get? 1575 days. Okay, you will get it as 1575 days. Correct now? Yeah, 1575 days. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, we don't know about what is the nature of the question. Is it a multiple select or choice or NAT? Anyway, this should be the answer. Okay, right. Next, you see, angle made by failure plane with respect to major principal plane, right, in active and passive cases for a cohesionless soil, right, cohesionless deposit with a shearing angle of 30 degree. Okay, with a shearing angle of 30 degree. So basically, they are asking you for, right, the angle the failure plane makes. Okay, the angle the failure plane makes with respect to the major principal, plane. Now whether it is active or passive, it does not matter, because the failure plane will always make an angle of how much? Alpha f with the horizontal. So if you take a rough figure with respect to the Mohr circles here, okay, right. So if you consider our Mohr circle here, this is for sigma 3, right, this is more sigma 1, and we can take our failure envelope like this. Okay, this is the failure envelope. Okay, yes. Now if we consider, at this particular point here, this is how our failure plane will look like. Okay, this is how our failure plane is going to look like. Okay, now, right, what is this particular angle here? This is tangent, this is radius. Tangent radius will always make an angle of 90. This is what we will take it as phi. That is will also equal to phi. Okay, this will be equal to alpha f. Okay, failure plane makes with the major principal plane. In this triangle, if you solve this, this will be what? 90 minus alpha f. Okay, and this entire angle will be what? 2 times alpha f. Now if I take the sum of these two, that is 90 minus alpha f, right, plus 2 times alpha f, what is the sum? The sum should be equal to 180 degree. This entire angle here should be what? 180 degree. So from this, I can take this entire term to the other side. So what happens? 2 times alpha f will be equal to what? 180 minus 90 is 90, minus alpha f will go there, it becomes what? Plus alpha f. Correct na? So from this, right, this is, yeah, phi na? Phi. This is phi, 90 minus phi. Okay, so this is 90 minus phi. Okay, so here is also 90 minus phi. 90 minus phi. Yeah. Okay. So if you solve this, what will happen? 1 second. Okay, so this is sigma 1, sigma 3. Okay. Yeah, this is phi, this is 90 minus phi. So Let us write down that again. So 90 minus 5 plus 2 times alpha f is equal to 180 degree. Okay. This entire term I will bring it there. So 2 times alpha f will becomes what? Right, 180 minus 90 is 90. Minus 5 will go there, it becomes plus 5. From this, what is the value of alpha f? Take 2 downstairs, it becomes 45 degree plus 5 by 2. Okay, that is the value of alpha f. Right. What is the phi value given here? The phi value given here is 30 degree. So let us substitute that 30 degree here. So this will be equal to 45 degree plus 30 degree by 2. 30 by 2 is what? 15. Therefore, this will become equal to what? 60 degrees. That's it. Okay. So that is the value of our alpha f. Okay. Next question. You see, a soil sample is consolidated, right, at a pressure of how much? At a, not all pressure, actually it is cell pressure. Cell pressure of 20 kPa, right, with back pressure of how much? Right, it's not back pressure, it's actually pore pressure. Okay, pore pressure of 10 kPa for 24 hours. In a CU test, consolidated and drain test. Okay, the cell pressure was increased from 30 kPa and results the increase in pore pressure as 1 kPa. Okay, right. Soil sample got failed under an axial stress of how much? 50 kPa, and the pore water pressure at failure was recorded as 21 kPa. The Skempton's pore water parameter is dash. Okay, so let us see what is the change in cell pressure delta U. Change in pore pressure delta U. Right, it changed from 10 kPa to, right, actually it is, I think it is 20 kPa, guys. Okay, let me just check it. I think it is 20 kPa. Yeah, so it is actually 21 only. Yeah, 21 only. So what is the change coming? So initial cell pressure was 20. Okay, and what is this? This is 21. Okay, this is 21 only. Right, 21 only. So what is the change? 21 minus 20, that is equal to 1 kPa. Okay. Similarly, what is the change in the cell pressure? What is the change in the cell pressure? Cell pressure was 20 kPa and now it changes to how much? Right, what is the cell pressure? 30 kPa. Correct now. So the change is what? 20 minus 30. So that will be equal to 10 kPa. Okay. Now for the Skempton's equation, change in cell pressure is equal to B into Skempton parameter into change in what? Cell pressure. So from this, what is B? Delta U by delta C, that is change in cell pressure. So that is 1 kPa divided by 10 kPa, right? The pore water parameter will become what? kPa, okay? The pore water parameter will become what? 0.1, okay? Yes, you will get it as 0.1 only, okay? So direct formula based application, you should know this. Change in cell pressure is equal to Skempton parameter into change in cell pressure, okay? Right. Next step, right? Look at this. So a strip footing with a width of 2 meter lies at a depth of 1.5 meter in cohesive soil. Okay, so it is a cohesive soil, it is a clay, and cohesion of 40 kPa. The change in net ultimate bearing capacity of soil, the change, okay, they are asking you for change, not a specific value, in the ultimate capacity, net ultimate, okay, right, net ultimate bearing capacity of soil when water table fluctuates from peak summer to peak monsoon period is dash. Okay, so if you look at the bearing capacity equation, right, we have Q, net bearing capacity will be equal to what? CNC plus gamma D N gamma plus 0.5 gamma into B into, right, N gamma. Now, here they are saying clay here, and for this particular condition, actually the value of NC comes as around 5.7 bearing capacity factor, right, and N gamma comes as 1, and this is NQ, na? Yes. NQ comes as equal to 1 and N gamma comes as equal to 0. This is NQ, surcharge factor, okay. So this becomes 0, this becomes 1. So what is the ultimate bearing capacity? CNC plus, take that as equal to 1, you will get it as, you know, gamma D. Okay, once again, you will get it as what? Gamma D. Okay. Now they are asking you for net ultimate. Net ultimate is equal to ultimate minus gamma D. So take this gamma D here, right? What happens? Net ultimate becomes what? Net ultimate becomes equal to CNC only. Okay. Is there any gamma parameter there? There is no gamma parameter there. So the answer is there is no change. Okay, no change. So whether the water table fluctuates or not, there is no change in the net ultimate because there is no factor gamma there that is coming to influence. That's it. So the answer is no change. We don't know how the options are given. Anyway, based upon how the options were given, no change should be the correct answer. If it is an NAT, you can go with 0. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that was the last question from our geotechnical engineering. Next, let us look into surveying. Okay, the zenith angle measured by a transit theodolite is 93 degree. Okay, we'll take it as direct zenith angle. The corresponding angle in the traditional vertical is dash. Okay, please remember, in the case of our zenith system, this is the horizontal, and the point vertically above the theodolite station is what we call it as zenith. And 0 degree is marked at this particular zenith point only. Okay, now, yes. They are saying the angle is 90 degree. So, here horizontal will be 90 degree, and the angle 93 degree should come up here like this. This is your 93 degree angle. Okay, so this is how your line of sight for the observation will look like. Now, in the traditional vertical, what we have is the horizontal is taken as 0. Horizontal is taken as 0. Above the horizontal, it is positive 90 degree because it is elevation angle, and below the horizontal, it is depression angle, so it is negative 90 degree. Okay. Now, your observation line of sight looks like this, and the entire angle is what given to you as 93 degree. So, for this traditional vertical system, what will be this angle? It will be 3 degree, but it should be given with a negative sign, suggesting that it is a depression angle. So, in the traditional vertical, it will be 3 degree, right, or you can write it as minus 3 degree. 3 degree of depression angle, or you can write it as minus 3 degree. However, the options are given, you should use your due diligence and find the correct option. Okay, right. Next, a contour map is prepared with a scale of 1 in 1000 and a contour interval of 1 meter. If 2 points between adjacent contour lines are 10 mm apart, so in between 2 lines there is a distance of 10 mm between 2 points, the gradient between them is dash. Okay, the gradient between them is 1 in dash. So that particular denominator you need to find out. What the question tries to say is that you are having 2 contour lines like this, and in between these 2 contour lines, they have taken 2 points like this. So this is point A, and let me take this as point B. It can be however you want. They are saying this distance comes as equal to how much? 10 mm. Okay. Now what is the distance between 2 contour lines? What is the distance between 2 successive or adjacent contour lines? That is what we call it as the horizontal equivalent. So the horizontal equivalent, right, they are giving is equal to 10 mm, but please remember this is on plan. This is the value on plan. Okay. Now they are saying that this particular map is prepared with a scale of 1 in 1000. So then what is the HE, horizontal equivalent, on ground? Okay, you need to convert it. So how will you convert it? From paper to ground you want to go, take it and multiply with 1000, right? You will get the answer in mm because RF is used. So this will turn out to be what? 10 meter. What is the contour interval given? Right, let us go back. What is the contour interval? Contour interval is given as 1 meter. So contour interval is 1 meter. Now how do you find out the contour gradient? It is equal to Ci by He. Correct na? What is the Ci value? Ci value is 1 meter, and the horizontal equivalent is what? 10 meter. So it is 1 in 10. Okay. So the denominator should be what? 1 in 10. If they are asking for a percentage, means multiply that with 100, you will get it as 10% of the gradient. However, the question is asked in the similar manner, you select the options. Okay. Right. Next question from surveying that we got is this. The difference in the sum of interior angles of 2 closed traverses with 3 and 4 sides are dash. So you are having one closed traverse, okay, with 3 sides, and another closed traverse with 4 sides. They are asking you for the difference of sum of interior angles. Now we know that the sum of interior angles, is equal to what? 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. So when n is equal to 3, that is a triangle. N is equal to 3, what is the sum? Sum is equal to 180 degree, correct? Because it is a triangle. When n is equal to 4, you can think about a rectangle. What will be the sum? We know it as 360. If you have doubt, put n is equal to 4 here. 4 into 2 are 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 times 90 is what? 360 degree. Okay, the sum will be equal to what? 360 degree. So what we need to do is, we need to find the difference between them. If you take, the difference will come as 180 degrees. Okay, basic question. Not really sure whether this is the same question or not, but similar pattern we have observed. Right, next up, we will see a question from railway engineering here. So calculate equilibrium super elevation from the given data. So we are having n number of trains here, right? N1, N2, N3, N4, like that trains are given. Velocities are also given to you. Now they are asking you for equilibrium super elevation. Actually 2 data is missing. They have given dynamic gauge for broad gauge, right? 1750 mm they have used a dynamic gauge here, right? And the radius they are giving is 434 meters, right? I'm pretty thinking it is 434 meter only. Okay. So with this particular data, first how do you tell me? Please tell me how do you calculate your equilibrium super elevation? G into V equilibrium the whole square divided by 127 into R. That should be the answer. So here, what is the parameter that you need to calculate? The parameter that you need to calculate is your, equilibrium velocity first. So in this particular mixed traffic, how do you calculate your equilibrium velocity? You have to go with your, weighted arithmetic mean. Okay. So 15 into 80, 15 into 80 plus 12 into 70 plus 10 into 50 plus 8 into 40, right, plus 3 into 30, right, 3 into 30, that's 90, divided by, right, 15 plus 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 3. Okay. So that should be the answer. You will get it as 61 point something kilometer square. Right. Now substitute the value here, you will get the answer. Okay. Substitute that V equilibrium value here, you should get your answer. Okay. You will get, I don't actually remember the exact value, please substitute, you will get it. Now this is what we consider the question as. If they are asking you for the actual equilibrium, right, or the actual super elevation that you are going to provide, then you need to consider your Candt efficiency and all. They have given the gauge, maximum velocities are also mentioned. From that you can get your deficiency. Take that deficiency and check it with the Emax value 1/10 of the gauge, dynamic gauge you have to take, and you have to select the lesser of these two, and then you have to take it as the actual super elevation. We believe that equilibrium super elevation is what they asked. This is how you do the calculation. Okay, thank you.
We will discuss about hydrology today's morning session, gate examination. From a given catchment, ordinates of 1 hour unit hydrograph are given to you. What is the peak ordinate of 3 hour unit hydrograph? So we can do 2 times, we can go for it. Time, 1 hour unit hydrograph, first lag, then second lag. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The values given are 0, 13, 50, 80, 95, 85, or let us take on a new sheet. Time, 1 hour unit hydrograph ordinates, first lagging, second lagging, then you will get a DRH of 3 hours by adding these three. Time is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 readings. 0, 13, 50, 0, 13, 50, 80, 95, 85, 55, 35, 85, 55, 35, 15 and 0. These are the values given to you. First lagging, because it is given 1 hour lagging, 0, 13, 50, 80, 95, 85, 55. Beyond this not necessary. Why? Because peak ordinates are coming within this range only. Second lagging, dash, dash, 0, 13, 50, 80, 95, 85, 55, so on. Add up 0, 13, 63, this is 143, this is 175, 225, this is 180, 260, this is 180 plus 235. So peak ordinate of DRH is 260. I want the peak ordinate of 3 hour unit hydrograph. So 3 hour unit hydrograph peak value is equal to DRH peak divided by 3. 260 divided by 3. 3 into 8, 24, 66.66. Please observe what we have done. 1 hour unit hydrograph ordinates are given. I want the peak ordinate of 3 hour unit hydrograph. 2 times lagging cursing, you are able to get DRH of 3 hour unit hydrograph. Once I get the ordinates of DRH, peak value is 260. I want to get 3 hour unit hydrograph divided by 3. I will get 86.66 meter cube per second is the peak ordinate answer for the given problem. Let us see the second problem. In engineering hydrology, for an unconfined aquifer of depth 20 meters, the penetrating well has a diameter of 30 centimeters. 2 observation wells are located at 10 meter, 100 meter, found to have the drawdowns of 5 meter, 1 meter. Hydraulic conductivity is given as 10 meters per day. What is the discharge from the well in the units of meter cube per day? We know for unconfined aquifer, discharge is given by pi k into h1 square minus h2 square divided by log of r1 by r2 to the base e. Pi into hydraulic conductivity 10 meter per day, depth 20 meter, drawdown 5 meter, so it is 15 meter. 20 meter, drawdown 1 meter at the location of the second well, it is 19 meters. So 19 square minus 15 square whole divided by log. First one is at 100 meter, nearest well is at 10 meter, 100 by 10 to the base e. You can simplify 10 pi into 19 square is 361, 15 square is 225 divided by log 10 to the base e, approximately 2.303. You can simplify this value, you will get in the units of meter cube per day, because hydraulic conductivity we took in the units of meter cube per day, asked also in the units of meter cube per day. As per the question taken from the memory base, this was the, you can simplify the answer. It is approximately 10 pi is 31.4. It is around 75, 136 divided by 2.303. You can get the nearest value. This was the question asked in hydrology, second question. Let us see the third question. A flood has a return period of 200 years. What is the possibility of occurrence of the flood at least once in the coming 50 years? The most standard formula only, possibility of chances 1 minus q power n is also called hydrologic risk. That's why we denoted by symbol R. 1 minus p to the power of n. Return period is 200 years. Probability of exceedance is 1 by 200. Probability of non-exceedance is 1 minus p, 199 divided by 200. So 1 minus 1 by 200 whole to the power of, in the coming 50 years, 1 minus 199 by 200 to the power of 50. This value approximately you have to get. The value of this you can get as some very near to the 1.9967. That was the answer for the problem. Is also very standard model and occurred in the today's morning session gate examination. Let us see the only question available on memory based on irrigation. A spillway has unit discharge of 7.5 meters square per second. Flow depth at the downstream horizontal apron is 0.5 meters. That is the pre-jump depth is given. Unit discharge is given. What is the tail water depth, that is post jump depth, y2 is asked. Straight away formula application, y2 is equal to y1 by 2 into minus 1 plus square root of 1 plus 8 fr1 square, where fr1 is the incoming fluid number, 8q square by g y1 cube. Substituting all the values given, y1 is 0.5, square root of 1 plus 8 into 7.5 square divided by 9.81 into 0.5 whole cube. You can simplify this, you will get around 4.3 meters. You can do your calculation. Please check the procedure. y2 is equal to y1 by 2 into minus 1. A very simple straight away problem. Given the pre-jump depth and the nature of the discharge, he asked what is the post-jump depth. You can get the value very easily. The number of degrees of freedom for a natural open channel flow with a mobile bed is dash. 4 degrees of freedom is the answer. 1 is the size, 1 is the shape, third one is the slope, and of course the depth of the flow. The 4 degrees of freedom, C is the right option for the given question. A standard round bottom triangular canal section is shown. Bed slope is given 1 in 200. Consider the Chegis constant as 150. What is the normal depth for the discharge of 20 meter cube per second? The side slope is given as theta, so this angle is theta. Tan theta is 1 by 1.5. Tan theta is 1 by 1.5 is 2 by 3. What is the formula for area? I square into theta plus cot theta. What is the formula for wetted perimeter? 2y into theta plus cot theta. What is the formula for hydraulic mean depth? A by P. Theta plus cot theta will get cancelled. You will get y by 2. If you apply the Chegis equation, Q is equal C A root RS. C into A value, y square into theta plus cot theta, root of y by 2 multiply with 1 by bed slope is 1 in 200. It is 20. It is 150. It is the normal depth. So 20 is equal to 150 into yn will be coming out as yn to the power of 1 by 2, yn to the power of 5 by 2 into theta plus cot theta. Theta will be around 0.588 tan theta 2 by 3, cot theta 1.5, 1 by root 400 is 1 by 20. If you simplify, your yn value is approximately 1.1 meter. Of the flow in the open channel, this is 2.088. 20, 150, 1 by 20, everything is known to you. Yn to the power of 5 by 2, you will get some value. From that you can get yn value. As per the memory based questions, these are the 6 questions we got from hydrology, irrigation and open channel flow. If you receive any further questions, we will come back and discuss those questions. Thank you. The next faculty will come and continue his questions.
Dear student, welcome to ACE Online, so digital platform of ACE Engineering Academy. So coming to CPM and PET, so far we had only one question, but the students are saying that 3 marks are there from CPM and PET, and we received a data like this. The doubt is the difference of depreciation or book values, so no clarity from the student. So who has sent this data? Right now I am taking 2 things. Suppose if I take depreciation, so what is the difference? Or book values. So maybe I am thinking that it could be a book value, but anyways it is a depreciation question. So 2 methods highlighted here. So one method is straight line method, another method is double declining balance method. So when we go through the straight line method, as per the straight line method, fixed annual depreciation. So what is the annual depreciation as per the straight line method? So straight line method, annual depreciation is fixed. So D is equal to P minus SV by N, where P is equal to initial cost, SV refers to salvage value, N is equal to economic life. So if you substitute initial cost, so what is the initial cost of the equipment? 1 lakh. So what is the salvage value? 10,000. Economic life is equal to 5 years. So if you substitute 1 lakh, salvage value 10,000 divided by 5. So it is 18,000. So D is equal to 18,000 as per the straight line method. Next I am going to apply double declining balance method, but before that, so just let us have the book value also. Book value at any period, like at the end of mth period, so BVM is equal to P minus M into capital D, where capital D is equal to annual depreciation. So book value at the end of second year, so what we write, in place of M I can substitute 2, BV2 is equal to P 1 lakh minus 2 times of 18,000. So 36,000, it is around 64,000. Book value at the end of second year is equal to 64,000 as per the straight line method. Now coming to double declining balance method. Again there is a doubt whether it is a single declining balance or double declining balance. Okay, as per the your data I am taking double declining balance method. Suppose if I take double declining balance method, double declining balance method. So as per this method, depreciation factor small d is a depreciation factor. So depreciation factor small d is equal to 2 by n. If I use single declining balance method, the formula will be d is equal to 1 minus sv upon p whole power 1 by n. This is actually single, but as per the given data, double means directly 2 by n approximate. So 2 by n, n value 5, so it is equal to 0.4. So depreciation factor is equal to 0.4. And coming to annual depreciation for any year, annual depreciation for mth year, annual depreciation for mth year is equal to small d into BVM minus 1. This is a formula for annual depreciation. Now if I find D2, so what shall I write? D2 is equal to small d into BV1 I have to write. Again now we need BV, book value. So what is the book value formula as per the declining balance method? Book value at the end of mth year, at any year, BVM is equal to P into 1 minus D whole power M. So if you use this, you can get book value. Now my interest BV1. So BV1 is equal to P value. So what is the P value? 1 lakh into 1 minus 0.4 whole power 1, because my interest BV1. So 60,000 you will get, 0.6 no? So 60,000 is a book value after 1 year. Now D2 is equal to, you can substitute this 60,000. So D2 is equal to small d how much? 0.4 into 60,000, it is 24,000. So depreciation after 2 years 24,000. Already straight line method depreciation how much? 18,000. So difference of depreciation, okay, at the end of second year or second year depreciation, if you take, what is a 18,000 and this one is 24,000. 24,000 minus 18,000. So answer is 6,000. This is actually difference of depreciation at the end of second year. Suppose if I take difference of book values, I am not sure about exact data, that's why I am taking two things, difference of book values after 2 years. Then what we can take? Book value of straight line method, BV2 of straight line method, minus book value of double declining balance method. So what is the book value of straight line method? So BV2 64,000 minus book value after 2 years. So here actually BV1 only we got. Suppose if you go for BV2, how much you will get? BV2 is equal to, so if you use this 36,000 you will get. It is equal to 28,000. If the question is difference of depreciation means it is equal to 6,000. Difference of book values means answer is equal to 28,000, because I have taken actually a book values I have taken. So two things I have shown.
depreciation only they mention, no, difference of depreciation at the end of second year means we can make use of this 6,000 is the answer. Book values difference means 28,000. Just you can take care about this and just check it out. What kind of data I am not sure, because only based upon your data only I am presenting. Okay, just as of now I received only one question. If you have one more question, please upload and please send so that we can give the solution. Okay, thank you.
Hello students, let us analyze environmental engineering part of civil engineering now. There are 5 questions and all the questions are almost from the notes, and the very first question is primary air pollutants are MSQ 1 mark. I have already said in class that this question is mandatory. यहाँ से तो question आना ही था. So I said the pollutants which are coming directly from source, these are called as primary pollutants. And these primary pollutants, they will react among themselves or with constituents of environment and they change into secondary pollutants. So this is directly from our notes. Yeah, you can see this is directly from our notes. I have stressed so much on it. Primary pollutants are SO2 and lead. When it comes to secondary pollutants, we have H2SO4 and we also have ozone. So this question is directly from our notes. Answer of primary pollutants are lead as well as sulfur dioxide. So let us go to the next question. Another question directly from notes again. So I have stressed on this. So I said that aluminum and copper, non-metallic things, they are removed by what? Eddy current separator. And ferrous metals, already I said, they are removed by metallic separators. And bhai sahab, coming to this food waste, you know very well, rapidly it gets decomposed. And finally cardboard, it has lot of energy content, so it will burn excellently. So this is also from notes. As you can see, this is one of the students' notes, your notes. So you can see very clearly I have given that in MRF, you can see very clearly given in the notes, directly the question is from the notes. Ferrous metals are removed using electromagnetic separators. And eddy current separator is used to remove non-ferrous metals like aluminum, zinc, tin, etc. Directly tick kar do. Okay. And coming to this cardboard and food waste, what is there? You know very well the heating values, again discussed. I have stressed on this. I said one question is pakka from here also. So see, you know cardboard, plastic, cardboard, rubber, excellent heating values, lot of calorific value. So obviously we will do incineration to it. Burn, get energy, manufacture electricity. You can do that. And obviously we know food waste, rapidly it decomposes. So we can go for composting. So Baba, this question answer very easy. Ferrous metals, magnetic separators, aluminum and copper, eddy current separator. Food waste ban jayega, rapid composting. And cardboard will be incineration. Just take it, get your 1 mark. So the questions are quite easy from environment point of view. Yeah, let us see 2 marks questions now. And this question is directly from the notes again. I have said one question is mandatory from here also, and the same question came. If you can recollect, the lime required for water treatment. We have done this, right? So Baba, in this question, he has said there is 4 mg per liter alkalinity already present. And I said alkalinity is generally measured in what? Mg per liter of CaCO3. Okay. And how many liters of water is present? Q given 25 mld. So 25 into 10 to the power of 6 liter per day. So we have this many liters of water. 25 into 10 to the power of 6. And in each liter, we have 4 milligram of CaCO3. So Baba, what you have to do, directly from the notes again, I have stressed on each and every point. We have solved multiple questions based on this formula. So first calculate what is alkalinity present. How to calculate? There is 4 mg per liter of CaCO3. And how many liters of water are there? 25 mld. mld means 10 to the power of 6 liter per day. Liter cancel. So 4 into 25 is 100. 10 to the power of 6 mg, I can write it as kg. So every day the alkalinity which is present in water is 100 kg. Let us say this is 1. Next, let us see what is the alkalinity requirement. And this time IIT professor has made a very good point here. Instead of giving CaCO3, he has given calcium bicarbonate, CaHCO3 taken twice. But we know it very well, already discussed in the class also. CaCO3 when it is given, you can convert it into CaCO3 very easily, right? You know the reaction very well. CaHCO3 taken twice. What it will be, Baba? It will be CaCO3 plus CO2 plus H2. Khatam. So let us try to understand. Alkalinity is measured in terms of CaCO3. Molecular weight kitna? 100. How I got 100? Calcium 40, carbon 12, oxygen is 16. 3 oxygens 48, which is 100 gram. And what is calcium bicarbonate? Calcium ka 40, right? And 2 times hydrogen 1, carbon 12, oxygen 3 times 16, 48. तो भाई साहब आपको मिलेगा 162 gram. So 162 gram calcium bicarbonate is giving you 100 gram alkalinity. So 1 gram will give you how much, Baba? 100 by 162 gram. Similarly, in the question he has said the alkalinity which is required is 450 kg per day of calcium bicarbonate. 450 kg. 1 gram this much. 450 kg how much? Just simple multiplication. 450 into 100 by 162. So you will be getting somewhere around 277 if I am not wrong. Use your calculators. 277.78 kg. Chalo. So this problem is almost solved. I know what is alkalinity required also. Alkalinity required is 277.7 kg per day of CaCO3 and already I have 100 kg present in it. So bhai sahab, let me solve it here. So alkalinity present, I got 100 kg. Alkalinity required is 277.77 kg. And what is the alkalinity deficiency, Baba? Already present is 100, required is 277. Deficiency will be minus of it, AR minus AP. So you require 177.77 kg. Okay. So for this much amount of CaCO3, how much CaO you have to add? Directly from the notes again. I said many times, If you want CaO, just you have to multiply 56 by 100 into alkalinity deficiency. We have done 3-4 problems on it also. So just multiply 56 by 100 into it. Just let me erase it. Simple. CaO required, that will be 56 by 100 into AD. So just multiply 56 by 100 into 177.77. You will be getting somewhere around 99.55. So you can write approximately 99.6 kg per day is required. Again, same question. We have solved multiple similar questions in the class also, in the test series also. So you can say all the questions so far what we have solved are directly from the notes. Now, there is one question which requires your common sense. This is not from the notes. It requires some common sense to solve. And in this question, he is saying the HCl which he has measured, there is one industry and flue gases are coming out. He has measured the HCl and that is approximately how much? 42 milligram per normal meter cube. Let me tell you, n meter cube means normal meter cube. Normal means 27 degrees centigrade, okay, and pressure 1 atm. The thing is, you know very well, if I increase the temperature, volume will change. That's why it is generally written normal meter cube. That means standard condition. Now Baba, he is saying the HCl which is measured is this much and HCl which is standard, it is 50 mg per nm cube. But there is one twist, that this standard should be measured at 11% oxygen. Actually all the flue gases what are coming, na, what we measure, it is for 11% oxygen. Oxygen in atmosphere, we know very well, oxygen in atmosphere is 21%, Baba. In flue gases, generally we take 11% oxygen as standard. But in this question he is saying, when he is measuring that flue gases, there was 13% oxygen. So error aa gaya. So we have to change this, we have to standardize this, correct this value. How to correct it? HCl, corrected value. That will be in atmosphere there is 21% oxygen. I need standard 11%, but actually present is 13% into measured value of HCl 42. So that will be 10 divided by 8 into 42, approximately 52.5. And Baba, after applying correction, you can see that the standard value given is 50. But what is the measured actual value? 52.5. So the value is more than standard, so it is unsafe. I hope it is understandable. So there is a violation here happening. So remember, this is a bad case and this industry should rectify it, or else government will go and fine it. So the answer will be option B, no complaints. Industry is not compiling to the standards. It is producing more pollution than the standard values. Okay, I hope it is clear. No compliance as corrected HCl emission is greater than standards. Corrected kitna? 52.5. And what is the correct value? It is 50. Clear? So this question is little bit different and this is not from our notes. No worries, but remaining all questions were from the notes. And last question, very easy. I am pretty much sure everyone watching this video might have got the correct answer for this directly from notes again. See, during disinfection, not only during disinfection, during the BOD reaction also, I said most of the reactions which happen in nature follow first order kinetics, right? And I told you how first order kinetics also looks like with respect to time. And Chick's law, BOD equation, everything we derived based on first order kinetics also. Given in question very clearly first order kinetics. So same thing I have stressed so many times in the notes. You will be getting question regarding this. First order kinetics, reaction kuch is tarah dikhega, it will look like this. And equation, nt is equals to n naught into e to the power of minus kt, and here he is given efficiency is 95%. Chalo. So we want efficiency 95%, and he is saying rate constant is 0.38 per day. What we have to find? We have to find the time required. Okay. So directly we know n is equals to n at any time t is equals to n naught into e to the power of minus kt. Let us say this is n naught. Okay. And at any time t you can get your nt, and efficiency will be how much is removed, that is n naught minus nt. So Baba, directly from notes we have solved many questions. So if you want efficiency, all you have to do is n naught minus nt by n naught into 100, or you can directly use this formula, because I know n naught minus nt is nothing but n naught into e to the power of minus kt divided by n naught into 100. Cancel. So you will be getting efficiency is 1 minus e to the power of minus kt into 100. So I want efficiency 95%, so I can write it as 95 by 100 is equals to 1 minus e to the power of minus kt. So this is 0.95 is equals to 1 minus e to the power of minus kt, or I can write e to the power of minus kt is equals to 0.05. Which log you will apply, LOG or LN? You should apply LN because E is there, so we will be applying natural log. So let us apply ln on both sides. So you will be getting minus kt is equals to ln 0.05, and your time will be ln 0.05 divided by minus k value 0.38. So just substitute it, you should be getting answer. This value is minus 2.99 divided by 0.38, you should be getting approximately 7.88 days. Answer should be 7.9 because he is saying limited to 1 decimal. So answer banega 7.9 days. Okay. I hope it is clear for you, right? So all questions are quite easy and everything is from the notes except one question. I apologize for that, but I am pretty much sure you did wonderful job. And except this question, I am pretty much sure all my students will be getting out and out, at least in my subject. Thank you so much. Let us go with the next subject, which is mathematics.
Let us start the mathematics questions which are given in the morning session examination, civil gate examination, and all the questions are the memory based questions. Now let us start with the first question. This is from linear algebra topic. We are given 3 by 3 matrix and we are asked to find the eigenvalues, and all the eigenvalues are given in the options. Because options, if possible, we can choose answer by verification according to the properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. For 3 by 3 matrix, 3 eigenvalues exist and all options are given with the 3 numbers. We cannot choose. Suppose only in one option 3 numbers are given, directly we can choose the answer. Now by that way we cannot choose answer. and if it is upper triangular, lower triangular, diagonal, scalar, unit and zero matrix also we can set directly eigenvalues, but here it is not upper triangular, not a lower triangle, not a diagonal, not a scalar, not a unit, not a zero matrix. So we try for one of the property. According to that property, sum of the eigenvalues is equal to trace of the matrix, determinant of the matrix equal to product of eigenvalues only. So only by using trace possible to choose answer we can choose, not possible we try for the second result also, product equal to determinant of the matrix only. Let us suppose the eigenvalues are lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Then lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3. Sum of the required eigenvalues equal to trace. And the trace of the matrix is sum of the diagonal elements 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, 8. If this satisfies only with one option, that is the correct answer. That is only in one option, sum of all the numbers is 8, that is the correct answer. Suppose in more than one option, if you are given sum of the numbers is 8, then we cannot choose directly on. Now let us check one by one. Sum of all this is 1 plus 3, 4 plus 4, 8, maybe answer. Sum of all this not 8, this is wrong. Sum of all this is 1 plus 2, 3 plus 5, 8, maybe answer. Sum of all this not 8, so this is wrong. Now this is satisfied with the two options, so we cannot choose the answer, correct answer by using only these. So let us go for next result, that is product of eigenvalues equal determinant of A. Lambda 1 into lambda 2 into lambda 3 equal to determinant of A. If you find the determinant of this, 2 into 8 minus 1 into 2 minus then 1 into 1 minus 4. After simplification this will be 10. Out of these two options, in any one of the option, product of all the three numbers is 10, then that is the correct answer. Sum equal to 8 and product must be 10. Satisfying these two, then only we can choose the answer on. But here, product of all this is 12, not 10. So therefore this is wrong and this is correct answer. So this is about the first question. So the required eigenvalues are 1, 2, 5. Now let us move to the next question. It is a question from partial differential equation topic. The second order partial differential equation is given as dou square u by dou x square equal to 2. Then according to the options, we need to find a solution. Here u is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable. But from the options, we have one more variable y. So from this we can set the solution means here u equal to u of x comma y. Finding the solution means finding the u in terms x and y satisfy the equation. But if you look at the equation, in the equation only single term is given. In the equation we are given only single term with the derivative. Other side it is only constant. So to find the solution of this equation, just we go for integration. By direct integration we get the solution. But how many times integration? 2 times. Because of the second order derivative with respect to x, we integrate this with respect to x. How many times? 2 times only. So our aim is finding the solution u only. To get the u, we have to eliminate the derivative. For the elimination of derivative, we go for integration. Because a single term, we can go for integration. If we have more than one term, then we apply the other methods only, right? Now for first time integration, this is the equation. For first time integration, one order derivative will be eliminated. We are integrating with respect to both sides with respect to x only. We are integrating both sides with respect to x. So one order derivative will be eliminated. We can get only first order derivative dou u by dou x. And then other side 2x, integral of 2 with respect to x is 2x, right? Next, the integral constant. When you are integrating with respect to x partially, then we treat other variable as constant. So the integral constant is function of other independent variable y, that is f of y. It is an arbitrary function, unknown function only. Again, to get the u, once again we integrate with respect to x. If you integrate once again this, we can get the u equal to x square by 2, 2 get cancelled, just x square plus, it is a constant because of function of other variable y constant. Integral of this is x into f of y plus, again once again we are integrating means again we get one more integral constant. Let us suppose other integral constant as g of y. Now this is the solution of the equation, satisfying the equation. Now let us check whether it is given in first option, second option, third option or last option. u equal to x square, all are with first term x square. Second term x into f of y, x into f of y is not there, x into f of y is there in this. And other term is g of y, because this term is given in two options, so these two are already wrong, one of these must be correct. And other term is g of y, that is given only in the last option, therefore this is the correct answer and this is wrong, right. Next, let us go to the next problem. It is a second order linear partial differential equation. Like previous problem, it is also the question from, this is the question from partial differential equation topic. The previous question is from partial differential equation, it is also from partial differential equation. We are given second order linear partial differential equation. Dependent variable is u, independent variables are x and y. According to options, we are not asked to find the solution, just we are asked to check whether the equation is hyperbolic type or parabolic type or elliptic type only. Just we need to write the name of the equation or classification of the equation only. So for this we write the general equation and we compare this with the general form so that we get the constants a, b, c, and we verify the condition. Based on the condition we check the equation, this is correct or this is correct, this is correct, this is correct only. Now to get the terms, we compare this with the general form of the second order linear partial. Now I am write the second order linear partial differential equation. A into uxx, that is dou square u by dou x square, plus b into uxy, that is dou square u by dou x dou y, plus c into uyy, plus d into ux, plus e into uy, plus f into u equal to q of x comma y. This is a general form of the second order linear partial differential equation. Depending on the second order derivative coefficients, we can see that the equation is parabolic or hyperbolic or elliptic only. Okay. Just we find this condition. We check this b square minus 4ac and we check whether it is greater than 0, equal to 0 or less than 0. If it is greater than 0, the equation is hyperbolic type. If it is equal to 0, parabolic type. If it is less than 0, then this is called elliptic type. Okay. Now we compare this with this so that we get the a, b, c terms only. The first term is with respect to one of the variable twice derivative. The second term is with respect to the two variables, that is mixed variable derivative. The third term is with respect to same variable twice derivative. But we are not given this term, we are given only these two terms. If we compare with this, a equal to x, and b equal to 0, because this term is absent in this, so that its quotient is 0. And the third term is uyy, its quotient is y, so c equal to y. Now let us consider the b square minus 4ac and we verify this whether it is greater than 0, less than 0 or equal to 0. But here we are given variables b is 0 minus 4 into x into y, this is equal to minus 4xy. Directly it is not a constant, it is a function. So depending on the x and y, that may be parabolic or elliptic or next hyperbolic. So we decide it depending on the options only. In the first option, x greater than 0, y greater than 0, second option, x greater than 0, y greater than 0, x greater than 0, y greater than 0. But in the three options, we are given that x greater than 0, y greater than 0. So first we check this is greater than 0, less than 0 or equal to 0 depending on these three conditions, x greater than 0, y greater than 0, because the same condition is given in three options only. Suppose x is positive, y is positive, x is positive, y is positive, xy product is also positive, and this minus remains same, so that the total product will be negative only. This is less than 0 for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. Okay. Whenever it is less than 0, it is negative, means the equation is elliptic type. So for this condition we are getting the elliptic type. So hyperbolic is wrong, parabolic is wrong, then this is the correct answer. Again for this also we check whether it is correct or not. When you substitute x equal to 0, this product will be 0. If the product is 0, then parabolic type only. But here it is given that elliptic, so this is wrong. So finally option is C. Therefore the given equation is elliptic type when x greater than 0 and y greater than 0, not for these only. This is about the classification problem. Now let us go to the next problem. We are given some data, that is for a function of one variable, for x equal to 1 function value is given, x equal to 2 function value is given, x equal to 3 function value is given. That is the function values are given in the table form or tabular data is given. Let us suppose this is the initial point x0, next x1, then x2. Corresponding to this y0 or f of x0, this is y1 or f of x1, this is y2 or f of x2 only. x0 f of x0, x1 f of x1, x2 f of x2 only, right? Or y0 y1 y2. X values, input values, output values, function values only. And we are asked to find the function value at 1.5. If we have a function in terms of variable x, we can substitute simply 1.5 in place of x and then we get the value of the function. But here function is not known. Whenever function is not known, first we need to find the polynomial function satisfying all these data points, and then we substitute x equal to 1.5. After that we get the value only. Depending on the values of x, we can use a particular formula, and depending on this also we can use a particular formula. Suppose if it is equally spaced data, we can use the Newton's forward or Newton's backward interpolation formula or Lagrange's interpolation formula and difference interpolation formula also, any one we can use. If it is unequally spaced data, then we have to use only the Lagrange's interpolation or finite difference interpolation formula. But here it is equally spaced, so we can use any one formula. Now I consider the here Lagrange's interpolation formula, because we are given simple data, 3 data points only, 1, 2, 3, 3 data points are given, right? We write the polynomial and then we write the function value only. Or if you want to use the forward or backward, depending on this x, we can use only. 1.5 is nearest to this, or starting values of x, then we can use the forward difference interpolation formula. Or without finding the differences using the difference formula, difference table, also we can find this by using Lagrange's interpolation or finite difference interpolation formula also, any one. Now here I am using the Lagrange's interpolation formula. For 3 data points, the Lagrange's interpolation formula is f of x equal to, correspond to this point x0 y0, x minus x1 into x minus x2 divided by x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2 into y0 plus, correspond to second data point, the term is x minus x0 into x minus x2 divided by x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 into y1 plus, correspond to third data point, the term is x minus x0 into x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1 into y2, f of x0, f of x1, f of x2. But from the table f of x0 is 0, so this part is 0. Only from the next 2 terms we can get the like this one. Directly we can substitute x1, next x2, x0 and this x value. Directly if you want to find the f of 1.5, in place of x write the 1.5. In place of x write the 1.5, x, 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 x. Next in place of y0, this is 0, so this is 0 directly. Here y1 is this, and in place of x0, in place of x2, in place of x1 we write the x0, x1, x2 values, and after simplification this will be f of 1.5 equal to 0.1065. Okay, we can get the like this function value by using Lagrange's interpolation formula. The questions from the mathematics.
So dear student, so we had one more question from CPM and PET. Just now I received one question now from one of your student. So what he has given a critical activity, the information related to critical activity. So duration mentioned, so 15 days. The corresponding cost is equal to 30,000. 12 days. If the activity is reduced, then the cost is equal to 54,000. So now what we can do, we can find out cost slope. So cost slope is equal to delta C divided by delta T. So cost difference divided by time difference. So 54,000 minus 30,000 divided by time difference, 15 minus 12. So 24,000 divided by 3, 8,000 rupees. So what do you understand from this 8,000 rupees? The cost increases at the rate of 8,000 per 1 day. Now the question is, crashing is advisable or not? So how do we say crashing is economical or not? So based upon indirect cost. So option seems to be crashing is advisable or economical if indirect cost is so and so value. So when the crashing is economical, so I can write here crashing is economical. Crashing is said to be economical. Crashing is said to be economical if cost slope less than or equal to indirect cost per unit time. So cost slope less than or equal to indirect cost per unit time. Now what is the cost slope for 8,000? Suppose indirect cost is equal to 8,000 or more than 8,000, then crashing is advisable because we are spending only 8,000 rupees. So how much money we can save means indirect cost is going to be saving. So based upon this, there are two options, maybe as per the given options, A, B may be correct. The student is not sure about the options. So only thing is, he is only gave the information like when the crashing is advisable. So crashing is advisable when indirect cost is greater than cost slope. Suppose indirect cost is less than cost slope. Cost slope means money you are spending. Okay. So with this, I can conclude the session. So those who have performed well, just you can think about your score. Those who have not performed, so don't get disappointed. So you have ESC and only GATE is only one exam, but we have many exams. So don't get discouraged and don't get disappointed. And soon you have ESC, please focus on ESC. So when you have some kind of less score, so because unless otherwise without paper no clarity and we cannot confirm anything. So it is a GATE is only competitive examination relative performance. The paper is a tough means tough to all, easy means easy to all. Just remember this particular logic. So the cutoff mark is also changing, even toppers and even the marks last year, this year, definitely there is a difference. Okay, and I wish you all the best, and those who have performed well, all the best, and those who have not performed well, for them also no issues. So you have bright future. So God bless you all. I can conclude the session.